Hello everyone, myself Dr. Manaswini Panda, MBBS MD, Assistant Professor in the Department of Biochemistry, SCB Government Medical College.
Hello everyone, myself Dr. Alokkumarmohapatra, MD Medicine, DM Nephrology in SCB Medical College, Cuttack.
Today we are going to start a YouTube educative channel, Biochemistry and Medicine in Tricks. This channel will definitely help you to learn medicine and biochemistry very easily with tricks, with concepts that will definitely help you to solve the MCQ. This will be very helpful for the future. All the best for the future. Thank you. Today I'll start carbohydrate part 1. Let's see what are the contents, definition, functions and classification. First, about definition. Literally it means hydrates of carbon. The general formula is CN, water N. Some carbohydrate contain sulfur, nitrogen or phosphorus. Some exceptions are there, like acetic acid, lactic acid. Why these are exceptions? If I'll put N is equal to 2 in this formula, I'll get acetic acid, but it is not a carbohydrate. If I'll put N is equal to 3 in this formula, I'll get lactic acid, but it is also not a carbohydrate. Then deoxyribose. Deoxyribose don't satisfy the formula C and water N. Still, it is a clear-cut carbohydrate. So, these are some exceptions. Coming to the most accepted definition, that is aldehyde or ketone derivatives of polyhydroxy alcohols. So how? Let's see. See the structure of glucose. So glucose contains 6 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to know how to draw the structure. Then only you can memorize about its properties and isomerisms. 2 hydroxyl groups, then CH2OH. So see, in glucose, this is the structure of glucose. In glucose, there are lots of hydroxyl groups. So it is a polyhydroxy. Then aldehyde group. Aldehyde is a functional group. So glucose is polyhydroxy aldehyde. Similarly, if we'll see the structure of fructose, it has a keto group at the second position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And lots of hydroxyl groups are there. So fructose is a keto derivative of polyhydroxy alcohols. Then coming to the biomedical importance, it is a main source of energy. 1 gram of carbohydrate provides approximately 4 kilocalorie of energy. Then major source of energy, glucose in many organs. There is a trick to remember these organs. It will be easier for you. So I had made a trick. Just put 3R, B, then C, T, RBC total. R for RBC itself, then renal, medulla, retina, brain, cornea and testis, out of which the mature erythrocyte solely depends on glucose in the fed and fasting state for its energy. Then coming to storage form of energy. As starch, it is a storage form of energy in plants, and as glycogen, it is storage form of energy in animals. Then excess carbohydrate is converted to fat and stored in the body. Then as glycoprotein and glycolipid, it is present in cell membranes and receptor. Glyco, this term means carbohydrate. When this combines with protein, it is called glycoprotein. When this is combined with lipids, it is called glycolipid. As glycoprotein and glycolipid, carbohydrate is present in cell membranes and receptors. Then structural basis of many organisms, like as cellulose in plants, in exoskeleton of insects, In exoskeleton of insects, a structure is present that is called chitin. It is made up of NAG, that is N-acetyl glucosamine. Then in higher organisms, it is present in as mucopolysaccharide and ground substances. Then coming to the diseases due to abnormal metabolism of carbohydrate. Diseases, most common disease is diabetes mellitus. DM is diabetes mellitus. Then galactosemia is also a disease due to abnormal metabolism of galactose. Many diseases are there. I will discuss later. Then coming to some terms to remember, they may come as MCQs. Glycobiology, it is the study of roles of sugar in health and disease. Then glycome, the entire complement of sugars of an organism, free and complex molecules. Free molecules like glucose or fructose, and complex like glycoprotein and glycolipid. Similarly, glycomics is an analogous term of genomics and proteomics. It is a comprehensive study of glycomes including genetic, physiological, pathological and other aspects. Then coming to the classification of carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are broadly classified into 4 types: monosaccharide, disaccharide, oligosaccharide and polysaccharide. Monosaccharides constitute one sugar unit that cannot be hydrolyzed. Further. Disaccharide with 2 monosaccharide units. Oligosaccharide 3 to 10 monosaccharide units. Polysaccharide greater than 10 monosaccharide units. Then coming to classification of monosaccharide. Monosaccharides are again classified according to the number of carbon atoms and according to the functional group. Disaccharides are also classified according to the functional group. If they contain the functional group intact, that is not involved in the bond formation, then it is called reducing disaccharide. If they don't have functional group left and it is involved in the bond formation, it is called non-reducing disaccharide. Then oligosaccharide and polysaccharide. Polysaccharide I will discuss later. Then coming to the monosaccharide in detail. According to the number of carbon atoms, it is classified into triose, tetrose, pentose, hexose and heptose. Triose means it contains 3 carbon atoms, tetrose 4, pentose 5, hexose 6 and heptose 7 carbon atoms. Then according to functional group, it is divided into aldose and ketose. In aldose, the functional group is CHO and ketose CO. Glucose is a aldose and fructose is a ketose. I have given this earlier. Then coming to disaccharide, reducing examples are maltose, lactose. They have active functional group, so they are reducing in nature. Then non-reducing, the functional group is involved in the bond formation like sucrose and trehalose. Then coming to the oligosaccharide. Oligosaccharide examples are raffinose, stachyose, borbacose. The short form is RSB. raffinose, stachyose and barbacose. Then coming to polysaccharide. Polysaccharides are again classified into homopolysaccharide and heteropolysaccharide. Homopolysaccharide means they contains one type of sugar unit. Examples are starch, glycogen, dextran, dextrine, cellulose, inulin, chitin. Then heteropolysaccharide. They contains more than one type of units. Examples are agar, agarose, then gum, pectins. GAG means glycosaminoglycans or MPS is, that is also called mucopolysaccharide. Then coming to some biological important monosaccharides. First about the trioges, they contains 3 carbon atoms. Glyceraldehyde is a aldose and dihydroxyacetone is a ketose. They are the simplest carbohydrate of biological importance. Then they are also intermediate of glycolysis. Then coming to erythrose. It is a tetrose. Erythrose is a constituent, is a part of HMP pathway. Then pentoses. This contains 5 carbon atom. Just remember, relax. For pentoses, the aldose form. Ribose, deoxyribose. Ribose is present means obviously deoxyribose is present. Then lysose, arabinose and xylose. Relax. Ribose is a constituent of RNA. Deoxyribose is a constituent of DNA. Then lysose is present in bacterial glycolipid, L for L. Then arabinose, it is present in glycoprotein. Xylose is also present in glycoprotein. Then xylulose. Xylulose is a constituent of uronic acid pathway. Then glucose is a major source of energy in our body. Then galactose is a milk sugar. It is the milk sugar. It can be converted to glucose and utilized for energy. Then mannose. These are present in glycoprotein blood group substances. And glycolipids. Glycoprotein, blood group substances and glycolipids. Then coming to fructose. Fructose is present in honey, then fruits. It can be converted to glucose and utilized by the body. Then glucohaptose and pseudohaptulose. Just remember these names. They are haptoses.